Let's do it. And Hugh May.
Hey.
We live.
Hey, baby,
What's
we
going
live.
on, dog?
Let's get it.
Man.
We got the new intro.
Say it slow,
Hey.
bang, 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 bang. Watch the bank roll, grow, Hall of Fame.
We got a lot to talk about, bro. A lot to talk about.
How was your weekend, man?
It was great watching that Bud flight. Man, my voice is finally starting to come back because, I was yelling like crazy. Marcus ended up inviting people over to the crib. We watched that. It was definitely a great vibe, a great time. How was yours?
Marcus getting a lot of money over there, man. Did you check out all his interests? We might have to rob him.
I wanted to take his TV. That's what I wanted to wanted to steal his TV. He called me the next day and he was like, Weezy is no longer invited to my house. He was like, what is wrong with him, bro? Like,
He got no sense, bro.
like,
Zero
dog.
sense.
He is real life crazy because he was like, I'm sitting next to him the whole day and he was just out of order. I'm like, bro, that's Weezy, unfortunately.
Well, it ain't gonna change, man. Been like that since I met him.
Consistent. So, hope all is well. What you do over the weekend, sir?
Oh man, I worked a lot over the weekend, and I watched these games, man, and the fight. So, man, got to work. That's the other work on top of work, right? The games on top of business.
No, nothing wrong with that. That sounds like good money. Sounds like fun. So we have a lot to talk about. So no need to play around. Let's get right into it. Hold on. Let me get right into it. And I got to remember on here, I have to expand the screen so we can see some things this way. So here we had week 2 of NFL, and we're going to cover a lot of these games. I want to first start off with the Commanders and the Green Bay Packers on Thursday, and we talked about that. We're just going to do a real quick brief. How did the Packers look against Commanders?
Look like a Super Bowl team at the end of the day. Michael Parsons is really showing up for them, and you can tell he's making a ton of a difference on that defense, and they're looking like they can make it. They look like a top 5 team in the league.
Yeah, they definitely looking like a top team. You can't. It's like the offense is calm. Jordan Love looked like he is ready. The defense looked like the best defense in the league, if not one, but the best. Micah Parsons' first step is one of the fastest I've ever seen. And with his alleged back situation, it don't look like his back is hurting him to me at all. They're looking very good. So I can't even hate on them.
Look like he's doing good to throwing everybody else besides the person I started in our fantasy league. But
You say that's how it's looking, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have the Jaguars versus the Bengals. Joe Burrow get injured again. He will be out, they say, close to 3 months. Hugh, what if I told you going into this game, the Bengals will be down by 7 points. The backup will come in, throw 3 interceptions, and still win the game? Like, the odds of that happening is like 0.01. He came in through 3 picks, and they still, how did they win?
Man, look, all I know, don't get me lying on this one, but that's just a tremendous stat. But I think ultimately over there, they won, but they lost, right? Cincinnati won, but ultimately they lost, and they could cost them the season, could cost them the playoffs, could cost them everything, man. Losing Joe Burrow, which I always consistently put in the top 3 QBs in the NFL when he's sitting upright and throwing the ball. He proved it to us. He reminded everybody last season with that 5,000 plus yards, passing yards. He got 2 of the best. He got Maserati on one side and Lamborghini on the other side throwing the ball. But none of that means anything if you ain't got the tanks up front. Like if you ain't got nobody to block you, if you ain't got a solid foundation, he's a $200+ million quarterback, and you can't get nobody to block for him for the not only this season, but ever since Joe Burrow got in the league, it's always been the same problem. So I guess we should have seen this one coming. It just sucks for him because he's probably my favorite QB in the league.
Well, the thing is, Joe Burrow is very injury prone. I don't think it's been a year in the NFL he haven't been injured.
Yeah,
So
but he
that's
always been hit more than everybody else though.
not really. I will say he's probably top, not even top 3. So yeah, he get hit, but he's still injury prone. Look at Russell Wilson was getting killed his whole career. He ain't never had no injury problems. You got all these quarterbacks getting whooped on. Caleb Williams been getting destroyed in Chicago, no injury problems. So it's just Joe Burrow, and his injuries be dumb injuries. It's not like it be like crazy full season ending injuries all the time. It's like this time I think he got like his toe or something, or was it his toe that got
Yeah,
fractured?
turf
Or
toe. Yeah,
yeah,
they
so like
said turf toe is the worst named injury in sports. It's actually really more serious than what the name gives you.
yeah, that's what like it don't sound. It's just random injuries. Last year it was like his thumb or his finger. So he's been going through that. It's time for the Bengals to start figuring things out at this point. Because just be honest, if you're the Bengals and you pay Burrow all this money and he haven't gave you a full healthy season, you need to number one start investing a little baby dollar in some backup quarterbacks, or you need to start figuring out your future a little bit more. But y'all did just pay all his receivers. So I think they're in a bad situation. So you think they just take this L this year and just hope he healthy next year?
Man, they have no choice. They have no choice. You in a stronghold, man.
And you just paid
Like
everybody.
you just paid everybody, so you got supposedly the best wide receiver group in the NFL, at least top 2, right, in the NFL as far as your wide receivers wise. And you have a top 3 QB. I don't care. Unfortunately, I don't care who you are, what franchise it is. You're not going to plan on not keeping Joe Burrow because, like I said, he just came off a 5,000-yard season, and he is the most hit and most sack QB. He's probably been in the top 3 most sacked to hit QB since he got in the league. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm about sure he has been because I know at 2 of them years he was number 1. And it's really nothing you can do. You're a stronghold for it. It is what it is. You got to eat it. Joe Burrow's gonna be there. You're gonna stick beside him. What they say? I'm gonna stick beside him. You gotta stick beside him, high or hell water, because he's just that good, man. You ain't gonna win he gives you a better shot of winning a Super Bowl for waiting on him than trying to find somebody else.
That's terrible. That is a straight. That's a tough one. So let's go next up. We had the game of the week randomly. It was like the Giants versus the Cowboys.
Didn't see that one
Cowboys
coming.
Cowboys won 40-37 and overtime. Russ Wilson threw for 450 yards, a career high, threw 41 times, 3 touchdowns. I believe he had 1 interception. And then you had Dak Prescott. Let's look at his numbers. He threw for 361, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Did you see the highlights of the game? What was your thoughts? Because this was an amazing game to watch.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, let me talk on behalf of Russell Wilson, man. Man, yo, bro, like y'all trying to bury, like you trying to bury
After
me
1 week, they
down
tried to bury Buddy.
after 1 week. Oh, he's washed. We've been saying he's washed. He can't do nothing when they gonna go back to dart. Blah 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 blah, man. All I'm saying, man, to everybody that try to shots at Jigga, y'all only get half a bar, man. like, so he ain't gonna talk his talk, so I gotta talk it for him. Even though it was in a losing effort, it wasn't because of him, right? It wasn't because of
He
him.
dropped
And I
37.
got Malik Neighbors on my team. And he did what he needed to do, which is crazy because I was going up against Chase, and Chase did 39 points, and Malik Neighbors did 41. So they almost
Jesus.
kind of cancel each other out.
I don't see that
But
every day.
yeah, you don't see it. But I will also say just as much a big story that was. It's just Dallas defense, boy. Oof.
Yeah,
Oof.
so it's like it was amazing game to watch. Russ came through clutch at the most clutch moment, did the pass. We just knew the game was over with because they had like 6 seconds left. They had like no time, so we just knew the game was over with. And with Dallas kicker, bro, how's these kickers kicking 60, 70 yards and they sleep?
Uh,
You you
yeah,
don't, you only got to get them halfway down the field. Boop, we're gonna go to overtime, and Dallas end up winning it. It was a great game. Yes, Russ, like everybody got to relax. One week he bummed it up to next week. He went crazy. Same way I said Aaron Rodgers looked like MVP week 1, 4 touchdowns, and then they got blown out at home to Sam Darnold. So it's a week to week situation. Here we will see how that end up going. T4
on to the
said,
kicker.
"What you say?"
I'll say on to the kicker. I think that's been the biggest progress in the NFL, like since the QB, how QBs standards just raised. Like you just can't be a pocket QB anymore. You gotta do a little bit more, a little bit extra. I think nobody talks about how like the kicker standard kind of raised. You gotta boot that thing 60 yards now. Like
Yeah,
you
that wasn't the
got
case.
yeah, it wasn't the case. It was like if you get 150 yarder, you was a really good borderline great and you had a super strong leg. But now you gotta hit 60, 62. Like you almost once you get past the 50-yard line, you gotta be almost be ready to put that thing in there.
Definitely. T Ford in the building, drop a bomb. For
T4,
four, what up, though?
what's
He say
happening?
Russ had a great game, now repeated. And you gotta
Nah,
win.
we ain't for all that. Oh, we ain't here for all that. We know what he gonna do next game. You
He
just
said he
bet the
played a
under.
bum defense. Hey, he took advantage of that bum defense. He cooked
Hmm.
them up. He did his job and did exactly what they needed from him, but still end up taking that L. Next up, we have, let's look at the Bears versus the Lions. The
The
Lions,
Bears.
after getting whooped on and embarrassed with Green Bay in Green Bay, we finally had our first home game, and we had Ben Johnson, his first game back in Detroit playing against us, but he's on a whole different team. Goff went 23 for 28, 334 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Gibbs went 94 yards. St. Brown had 1,000 touchdowns. It was it was it was a straight massacre, bro. Gibbs,
Don't underplay St. Brown. He had 1,001 touchdowns.
like, jeez, bro. 9 receptions for 115, 3 touchdowns, 11 targets. Everybody eats. B. What was your thoughts about the Lions and the Bears game? Did the Lions look like the team we expect them to look like? Are you more taking your finger off that panic button now a little bit?
Oh yeah, yeah. My finger was definitely on that panic button, but I'm a fanatic, so you just gotta excuse me for that. But as before we go into the game, the underlining of this whole thing, especially if you're around the Detroit to Chicago area, is they took our offensive coordinator. So you gotta put it on the top on the side of Dan Campbell, man. Who put this together? Me. That's who. So it's like you have to talk your talk like, nah, Ben Johnson was cool. Yeah, yeah, he was cool and all that. But I was John Blaze. I'm the one that puts this together, man. I'm the one that y'all point y'all fingers and say
He
that's the bad guy. And I was
he
like, what that make you
Dan,
good?
Dan needed to be on his Dame Dash,
Yeah,
today.
yeah. So he had to remind us, which he did. He had to remind us, like, no, we're gonna be all right. Yeah, he was Ben Johnson was a hell of a talent as far as an offensive mind. But I put him in the position. I'm still the head man. I'm still the head guy, and we gonna run this thing up. He coming into our building, and we gonna run it up. So Yeah, definitely had to take the finger off the panic button, but also they did not look this well that first game. It could be in the Packers, or it could have been us, or a combination of the both. But man, they definitely gave us something to look forward to if you're a Detroit Lions fan.
I think it was more us because Detroit fans, if they didn't do what they did, Detroit fans, we was about to crash out. After that first game whooping, we touched the panic button. We didn't press it, but our fingers is on it. And we was literally about to press that button and crash out and just completely turn on our team and turn up on them if we ain't beat these Chicago Bears, going against Ben Johnson, going against everything. What I'm so mad at, it looked as if Michigan and the Lions had the exact same mindset, same game plan. Michigan played Oklahoma. It's like, oh, let's tiptoe and let's just hand the ball off and be scared. And then Dan Campbell, oh, hey, Goff, let's just get those check downs and be scared. And the following game, they let that boy rip. And it looked like the best offense in the NFL, which was last year, even though we got some new players and some injuries and some stuff on that old line. When you open up the passing game, that open up the running game, everything started to get busted open once you open everything up. So I was absolutely excited to see Goff bounce back 5 touchdowns because everybody just needed their swag, because when you're him so long, and we've been him for the last like 2-3 years, our team's been just going up and getting better and better. So you get slapped in the face that first game. Now you're like, are we really that good? Or, you question, you're like, all right. So then after yesterday, they're like, all right, we're really that good. We just, we got to figure it out. So now when Green Bay come to Detroit, it's like, hey, we want to see y'all. We want to see y'all.
Ball up top.
Yeah.
Ball up top.
Ball up
and
top.
Caleb, man, they should be concerned out there in Chicago, man, because that's just another game that Caleb did not look strong.
Caleb Williams. He went 9 for 30, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. His stats wasn't bad, but you have to watch the game and you see it. And whenever a backup quarterback get in the game, that just means y'all get whooped on, and it's always bad because backup quarterbacks don't supposed to get in the NFL real games, and the backup quarterback got in. We whooped on him, and that's your first pick. That's your franchise player. We talked about it last week, and it's the same thing. It's like he's not developing in real time on reading the defenses and knowing what to do. So, yeah, if I'm Chicago, Ben Johnson is like, wow, I left. Because the problem is, I'll ask you a few questions. First question I want to ask is, if you're Ben Johnson, before these first 2 games, do you leave Detroit?
Yeah, he leave. It was just time to go, man. His stock was high. So even no matter what, man, it's only 32 of these jobs, and Chicago's actually, it's a great sports town. Like, Chicago's actually a great sports town. You could definitely leave to go worse. But yeah, if you time to go, you time to go.
I wouldn't leave yet, because my thing is, job not finished, job not done. This would have been my last year for the championship, because you see, 2 years ago, 49ers, last year, Washington. This is our year to be able to win the Super Bowl. So I'm staying, and I'm going all in. And if we don't win, and we got our players back healthy, we don't win, I get to leave, because right now your job options was probably Chicago, probably Carolina, a bunch of bad teams that need you. I ain't missing out on anything, because now when we fast forward 2 games later, you're about to start off your first year. You never won a game in the NFL. You're going to be a losing coach. You're going to, the hot seat. And the thing is, they're not even going to blame you. They are going to blame him a little bit, because he's supposed to came and did the offense or whatever it is. They'll do the scapegoat on Caleb this year. But if you don't figure it out and you don't have a good quarterback, you're screwed. So, know what I know? I wouldn't have took the job.
Man, he was part of the reason why we lost that playoff game in the first place. We ain't gonna get to that, but I'll still never forget Ben Johnson, man. Good riddance. He over there in Chicago. Like I said, Chicago is a great sports town. It's a great city to live in. So you can't be mad at going there because what? If he would stay, what jobs might be open this year? It's
It's
probably gonna
always
be in
jobs
some.
open in the NFL
Yeah,
every year.
I know, but they probably gonna be in like a trash city or something not as good as Chicago. I'll tell you that.
Could be right. Could be right. Troy said, "What's up? What's poppin', Troy? Hope all is well with you. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit subscribe
Yeah.
button, get subscribed because 80% of y'all watching is not subscribed, but y'all still watching. What are we doing?
Oh yeah, and tell them about the betting, man. Tell them about the betting life, man.
Oh yeah. We gonna get to it. We gonna do a full segment once we finish doing a review. We'll recap of what we did this week with football, but we had a winning day yesterday, so that is always good whenever you can win some money. All right, next up we had Rams versus Titans. They whooped on them. You know, it's Titans. It's my man first year. It's gonna be hard for him to win any games. But Rams are now 2-0. That's good money. We both said the Patriots was gonna mess around and beat the Dolphins. So Hugh, the Dolphins are now 0-2. Tyreek Hill finally had a good game. He had 109 yards with 6 receptions with a long of 47. Tua went 26 for 32, 315, 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions, 5 sacks, QBR of 42, and Drake May went 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and he was 19 for 23. What's your thoughts about this, man? They 0-2, Hugh. What they gonna do?
Lose. That's what they gonna do, man. Did we put? We eventually over there at the studio. We got to put over under on a crash out for Tyreek Hill. We gotta see.
I
We in
think we
game
said
two.
5. I think it was
5.
like 5. I think it was 5 games. It was we did like a
Okay.
4.5 or 5.5. If you're in the comments that remember what we did, the over under on Tyreek crash out, remind us, please.
Yeah, because I mean, at this point, they're gonna lose. They're gonna be a dumpster fire. They're gonna be a lottery pick in the NFL draft. At this point, they just ghosting their way through the season, man. And we just gonna see where the fireworks gonna go. Are they gonna trade Tyreek Hill? And are they gonna keep the coach? And what they're gonna do with Tua? Those are gonna be the main biggest questions throughout the season for the Dolphins.
I think the coach is going to be the scapegoat first. The coach is always a scapegoat. So they going
He
to
supposed to be
definitely.
a guru,
He supposed to be what?
like an offensive guru and stuff.
Yeah, that's what they all say. He so he's going to probably be the first scapegoat, and then after that, they're going to probably trade him. Everybody keep trying to get him to go back to Kansas City. I hate how it's like you had a chance with your woman and it don't work, and people are like, oh yeah, go back. My thing is, I ain't a big fan of the go back situation. Like, bro, y'all had a good marriage. You had your ring. You know, y'all won. Yeah, you go. It never works when you go back, bro.
How about to say in sports wise, is there a good scenario of a go back like of a high profile? I'm trying to think
Only
right
one.
now.
We got to go to basketball, and we got to go to LeBron.
Oh
LeBron is
yeah,
the
that's
only
the
one we
greatest
can
go
think
back of
of
all time.
that had a nasty divorce, reconciled their differences. He went back and he got them a ring, put the ring on him.
Perfect.
T Ford said no. He said, y'all talk like Sam D a bum or some shit. Because the narrative has been Sam Darnold have been a bum. We see him be a bum for years. It's just last year he wasn't a bum. So we like this year he's going to turn back into the bum he was, but he's not. So,
He gonna
and I ain't watched none of his games yet. I've just been watching the stats. So, you know, he's still a suspect bum. I won't give him a full bum, but, you know, he been balling. He been balling.
Grace. He gets the grace.
You do like Jim did and stay until the job done, then leave. You talking about Jim Harbaugh, stay until you win that championship, then you leave. And you got to think when you win that chip. So, for example, okay, we back on that. If the Lions win the championship this year, Buddy, Ben Johnson would have been in a 2 times better position for a better job than Chicago because, for example, Jim Harbaugh came from a college championship and was able to go to look like a top 3, top 5 quarterback. Good city, good organization, and they're already 2-0.
But ain't that besides Caleb was supposed to be the good quarterback, right? Chicago's a great city. So you're basically just described the same place.
And you
So
just
it's
saying
just like
it's on Caleb more than anything.
and the Chargers hasn't been the best organization prior, so just like Chicago. So it's pretty much
Hell
the
no.
same scenario.
Forrest say Ben should have took the Jets.
Oh, you
No.
crazy.
You are
Crazy.
nobody don't want to be in New York, live in New York, play for New York, man. Heck no.
They've
You're
been
guaranteed to get fired. At least Chicago, there's a chain of command. They're gonna first fire, like they're gonna first fire this person and this person, and you at least get 3 years in Chicago. The
And
Jets would give you 1 year.
like I said, and then everybody was high on Caleb. He was supposed to have been one of the biggest prospects to come in the draft, probably since like Elway something. Hey Lando,
What up? I
move
went.
the microwave. Yeah, move over to side something. Get back in the game, baby. There we are.
Darkness, everybody. Darkness.
Dark magic. Evil.
Darkness have
So
arrived.
he was supposed to have been one of the best prospects to come out of college, let's say since Trevor Lawrence, even though Trevor Lawrence is not equaling up. Or he was supposed to be one of those elite of elite quarterback prospects, but he's just underachieved right now. So he thought he was going to a great city and a great quarterback situation. That's all I'm saying.
Touche. Then we had, here we go. We had the 49ers beat the Saints. Nobody care about that because Mac Jones ended up playing, and he threw for 3 touchdowns. So,
hey, man, remember I said, I'm not high on Brock Purdy. I won't be shocked if Mac Jones did all right with them.
yeah, he definitely did. He won. So, they 2-0. We got the Bills versus the Jets. Boy, man, Justin Fields had one great week, and he followed it up with getting benched. Like, did he get hurt or something? Because I see Tyrod Taylor, he went 7 for 11. Justin Fields went 3 for 11. What happened? Did Justin Fields get injured? Like, what? Chat, let me know. Did you watch it, Hugh?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Don't get me lying on this one. I did not lay my eyes on this game.
Me neither. So I don't know what happened that one. Chat, let us know the deal with that one. Next, the one that pissed me off that made me miss out on $1,000, 10 units. The Steelers versus Seahawks versus the Steelers. Steelers at home, heavy favorites. You have Aaron Rodgers, and his old bum ass went from that MVP week 1 game, and I said, y'all, hey, that nigga come back and throw 4 picks. And he went 18 for 33, 203 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. 3 picks. Sam Darnold went 295, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So this looked like 2 bums fighting over $1. What is your thoughts about this game, Mr. Hugh Main?
Pittsburgh defense. That's supposed to be the strength of the whole team, right? They got the second best defensive player in the league in Watts. And they loaded up. Jalen Ramsey and stuff like that. They was supposed to put this thing away, and they just didn't.
Yeah, it's all right. So Andrew said Fields got a concussion. Okay. So he got a concussion, but shit, he was concussed before he got a concussion. That nigga was 3 for 11. 3 for 11. He was over there getting cooked. Over there, definitely getting cooked. So yeah, we'll give him that grace. Browns versus the Ravens. Hugh. Browns versus the Ravens. Actually, we'll go to them last because we could translate over. We'll go to them last. We got the Broncos versus the Colts. That was a weird game because I don't know what the Colts is doing. Danny Dimes, he went 23 for 34, 316, one touchdown. Taylor had 25 carries, 165 yards, but no touchdowns. So I'm a fantasy person. I'll be livid. You got me 165 yards and no touchdowns is wild. And they beat the Broncos by 1. So the Broncos are now 1-1. Any thoughts about that game?
Danny Dimes, he's having a resurgent year. So I think they haven't punted in the last 2 games, if that's what everybody's saying they have. But so he's having a resurgent year, man. He just got to keep up, see how long he could do it for.
What is going on with Bryce Young, bro? 30, he threw 55.
That was supposed to be your guy this year.
Dog, I ain't never been so wrong in my life. At least I jumped off the bandwagon after week 1. After week 1, I literally jumped off the bandwagon. Take my money, take my L. I'm off, bro. He went 35 for 55. I don't even know if quarterback even threw 55 times, bro. Three touchdowns, 1 interception. Kyler Murray went 17 for 25. He's double plus more how many times Kyler Murray threw the ball. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The Panthers will be on route of getting the number 1 pick very soon. And if they haven't traded it already and have to give it to somebody else.
You said he was 35 for 55?
55, Hugh.
Why would
I don't think without overtime, I don't think I ever seen a quarterback throw 55 times.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You almost can't put that on him, right? Like, okay, all right, if we want to be open about situation, he doesn't have a number 1 receiver. What help does he have?
Well, he had to throw it because look, they started our first quarter 10-3. In the second quarter, 10-0. So you're down 20-3 at halftime. So it's like running is not going to help you. So I guess they just had to throw it every play, right?
So, yeah. So how much is that on the team? The team is bad.
And in the fourth quarter, he scored 13 points. So 13-0. That's what made it close.
The team is bad. No dudes. It's just guys, right? It's just they was picking high in the draft for a reason. He no number 1 wide receiver. Their running backs, that stable of running backs isn't the best either, man. He just at a below average team, man. He's just the biggest name on that. So,
man, the game everybody was waiting for you. The Super Bowl rematch. We had the Philadelphia Eagles, going against the Kansas City Chiefs. I said, I don't know who's going to win this game, but if you do it, take somebody within 3 points because Mahomes don't lose by a lot of points. He always come back and possibly lose or come back and win. So whoever you took, I think the Eagles was the favorite by 1.5 points because it's like a pick 'em type of game. So looking at the stats, your boy, the MVP, himself, Jalen Hurts had 101 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Patty Mahomes went 16 for 29, 187 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception due to Travis Kelce dropping it in the end zone. And they was about to go up on top in the first quarter. And the Eagles went down and drove the ball down and scored. That Travis Kelce interception was the change and the only mistake of the game. What did you see with that game? Are you worried and are you pressing the panic button with the Chiefs?
oh man, that Travis Kelce touchdown was bad. I mean that drop, man. He gotta get his hands. I'm not too worried about him. He's still a champ. He's gonna make improvements. Kansas City, man. Their wide receiver core is probably one of the worst in the league at this point. They would probably be like bottom 5. Brown, man, he's been a myth. Hollywood Brown been a myth since Baltimore. I don't know why everybody's been so high on him. He can't stay healthy, bro. So once everybody went down and he became the guy, he got injured too. So it's just like I know that because He's on my fantasy football team.
Why your whole team was getting injured?
And so just like their receiver Worthy, he's injured. So you do gotta give him a little grace because everybody that P Homie needs to throw to is on the sideline with me and you, being just as productive. Travis Kelsey, they can home in on Travis Kelsey a little bit more, but he's got to be a little bit more sharper than that. He's got to get back to his championship woes. I know he's right now bigger than life, but I think I got faith that he's going to figure out and he's going to turn that train around. But I would like to say, now Lando, bro, people say I was bugging, bro, about Hurts. What did I tell you about Hurts, bro? I'm like, bro, like far as him and his production wise,
Hugh gave y'all free money bet. Hugh like,
yes,
man, take us under on passing attempts.
yes, and I did that bet. Remember, I sent it to you. I was like, "It's the most safe bet that you're gonna do, man." I put under on his passing yards and a touchdown, a scoring touchdown. They always gonna do tush push on the line. You can bet that every single week, and you probably gonna make that bet 80% of the times.
You
They won, but 100 yards though, bro. Like you supposed to have them dudes on the outside, and you're not doing that. And but everybody gets all when you say that he's a game manager. He's barely doing that at this point with those stats. He just a
I seen the
guy who,
meme like they're like, bro, he's a quarterback, bro. I mean, he's a running back. He's literally
yeah,
a running back. All right, so and playing devil's advocate, in his defense, he did what he needed to do to win the game. He did what he needed to do to win the Super Bowl, and you really can't get too mad at him of doing what was needed to win at this point. So I will first say that this game, Kansas City Chiefs, they're about to go through some dark years. Mahomes, he came on the scene going crazy. Him and Andy Reid, Super Bowl. Those days over with. Because last year when they went 14-2, it's supposed to have been over with starting last year, but they found the way with them lucky last second field goals, do this, block punts, block field goals, all type of crazy stuff. And all of that luck is not leaning towards their side. So, yes, they're not about to win a Super Bowl, but they still have a chance to prove me wrong. Reason being, look who the first two people that they played. First game they played the Chargers in Brazil. Chargers is a 2-0 team. They look good, and it was in Brazil. I don't count that one. Second game, you go against the defending champs who you just lost to. Who's the better team, the better everything? You lost to them. So they just lost to basically like two Super Bowl contending teams. We haven't seen them play a bum team. We haven't seen them play an average team. So I think they have a lot of upside still. But if you just know football and watch it, you're just worried about their offense, bro. They can't run the ball. Pat Mahomes can't pass the ball. Travis Kelsey can't catch the ball. And now, like, they're becoming so bad. Patrick Mahomes is starting to look kind of bad. Like, it's some wide open throws that he was missing. And I'm like, man, they bumming it up so much, they're starting to make him look like a bum. And he's your leading rusher 2 games in a row.
I would disagree on one thing that you said.
Talk
You
to me.
said that Hurt is he's doing what he can do to win the game.
Yeah, he's doing what they asked from him to win, bro.
He's doing what he's doing not to lose the game, bro. With those stats, he's not doing what he's doing to win the game. That's just literally don't mess this up. That's literally a stat line of don't lose this game, not to win the game. That's a stat line not to lose the game. That's what I would say about that. Because 100 yards, bro. You see what Chris Johnson said to him at the end of the game? He was like, bro, y'all ain't got 100 yards. It was like you ain't got 100 yards. And then Hurst is like, but we won though. None of them was wrong.
Yeah,
Either one wasn't wrong.
that is Alex Smith energy. That is
It's Alex Smith
very
energy,
Alex. Yeah, it's Alex. Is like just don't turn the ball over. That's it. Just don't turn the ball over.
You got the best running back in the league. Hell, I can hand it off to him if that's all it requires. You know,
and make 6 yard passes.
That's
I'm accurate as hell for 6 yards, bro.
And
Anything
swing
within
it out.
10,
Yeah,
I'm putting everything right on the money.
That's it, bro. That's it. And you got AJ Brown. I wonder what book he gonna start reading. What's the over under where he gonna start bringing in books again on the sidelines? What game? What game? What game
6.
about
It's gonna take a second. It's about games, but I'd say about
7?
game 6. Game 6.
7.
Yeah. So
Six
it's
and a
gonna
half. Six and a half is the over
it's gonna
under.
take a while. 4, I think you are backed up like 5 minutes. You got to fast forward and get caught up because all your comments is coming in so delayed.
And you can send him your book. Send AJ Brown your book.
Come on,
And if he
AJ. I got the book back here, baby. I got you. I'm gonna send it.
yeah,
I got a book against all odds, baby.
yeah, against all odds, send it to him. Against all odds, one day you're gonna catch a pass over 40 yards. you
Pew pew pew
gonna
pew
catch one, baby.
pew 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 pew. So next up, let me get Hugh back. I'll be pressing the
Yeah,
wrong.
mute me like that one show
I'll be
around the
muted.
horn.
Once
You
you
done
be
around the horn me?
once you be talking that stuff I don't like, I make a mistake and mute his ass.
You done around the horn on me.
I didn't even hear you, sir. All right, so we got 2 more games. We have the Falcons versus the Vikings. JJ looked like what we said all prior to game 1. And it hurts because I don't want to be right. I want him to prove me wrong. It's like that first game, he did 100% what we thought he would do in the first half. And the second half, he proved us wrong. Like, yo, I can do this on the NFL level. And then you got the very next game, bro. To his defense, his offensive line got cooked all game. So he really didn't have a shot. But damn, and you injured and you hurt. What's your thoughts about that?
Man, it's crazy because Brian called me, B called me about it.
He
You
is
already
crazy.
know
You know he did.
I had to hear ears full for like 30 minutes. I should gave him a link so he could call in about it because he got a lot to say. I would say this, man. Everybody pause, yo. Like the sample size just isn't that big. The most unfortunate thing about JJ McCarthy is he's got followed behind Sam Darnold. That's the most unfortunate thing. So it's more of an
That's not a bad
organization,
person to follow behind, though.
not what the season that he put up. If Sam Darnold just poo-pooed it, then they would give him grace. But we seen Sam Darnold go from below average QB to a world beater almost. So it's just like he's following that. It's not so much on JJ McCarthy, which it is, but it's more
What?
organization
No, you
than
don't know.
anything.
It's not on JJ because JJ's a rookie.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm saying.
yeah, it's
So I'm
like y'all
like,
can't put this much on a rookie because a rookie's going to make rookie mistakes in the NFL league. So just the organization, y'all dropped the ball from not keeping Sam Darnold
yeah.
and having JJ as a fucking backup. You let him learn a game. You put him in here and there to get comfortable. And when you're done with Sam, boom, JJ set for 3 years and he's probably going to be more ready versus, all right, he's injured. He is able to watch a little bit and get a year of watching. But you put him with the Wolves, bro, and he's looking bad.
Yeah, that part. And it's like, bro, it's only 2 games, yo. You can't throw away a whole player. I don't care if it is Sam Darnold. Just insert QB here, right? We got spoiled with the Jaden Daniels and the CJ Strouds these last couple of seasons. So people expectations did get a little bit out of out of the atmosphere. But I mean, he's coming in and he did show us glimpse of an arm, a glimpse of goodness at the second half of the Chicago thing. We did see him grow. The main things that you kind of want to see him, does he got NFL arm and NFL accuracy? And that's what he kind of needs to prove. And is he going to gain NFL acumen when it comes down to reading the plays and executing? But off of 2 games, you gotta give him some grace, show. It's not a good enough sample size. It's not like you have to everybody just kind of need to relax. I understand you want him to beat Jane Daniels, but that was one of one season. See, that was a great season that we ever seen as a rookie QB. So you just give him some time, you guys, and we'll see what happens. At least give him a full season sample size.
Well, he's going to be injured for a little bit, so he won't be able to get a full season sample size. And last but not least, the Cleveland Browns get absolutely Diddy Party destroyed to the Baltimore Ravens, man. Me and you had the Browns to cover the spread, and they made us look like some pure idiots.
I don't like that.
Joe Flacco, damn, he went 25 for 45. He threw that thing 45 times. 199 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Dylan Gabriel was able to get in the game. He went 3 for 3, 19 yards, and 1 touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdowns, bro. Too easy. But Derrick Henry got shut down. Derrick Henry only 23 yards, which I have on my fantasy, and I just thought he got injured or something because I'm like, how, Sway?
I don't know. He wasn't throwing to Mark Andrews. I'll tell you that. I know. I don't know what was going on.
Derrick Henry ran the ball for 23 more yards than me and you. Mark Andrews, I don't know what he did, but they still beat him up.
He had maybe a catch and a half, man. 2 catches for about 6 yards.
Let me see. Mark Andrews, correction. He had 1 catch for 2 yards.
And guess who started him?
Yeah. What is wrong with you, bro? You keep doing this like you got Stockholm syndrome, bro. You know better.
Bro, you knew better. I had to give him grace. You gotta give him a good sample size. He fooled me twice. Okay, but I won though. I won in my league, so I'm not that bad, yo. I won in both leagues actually.
Jeez. Yeah. Hockenson messed me up. JJ got me. All I needed was 10 points from Hockenson. And Hockenson got 1 pass at the last play of the game. Cooked me. Cooked me, bro. Yeah, I'm like, just don't even get a pass.
It's tough out here for tight ends, bro.
Man. So let's transition over. Since we're talking about the Cleveland Browns, well, we have Shedeur Sanders over there, and randomly, and it makes no sense, but let me change this up. We have Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur turned down the Ravens. So this article just popped up, people. During this week, randomly, it say Shedeur Sanders refused to be a Baltimore Raven. It say the Ravens plan to take Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round, but Sanders let it be known he would not be a backup to Lamar Jackson. And I would like to go first with this one, Hugh.
Yeah, go for it.
Why the hell is this coming out right now? Like,
Petty.
It is such a proven factual situation that they are completely trying to sabotage Shedeur on the highest level, because this coming out right now makes 0 sense. It help out nobody. During the draft time, if Oza came out like, yo, we was going to draft him, but this happened and whatever it is. Number one, going into the draft, Shedeur is expecting to be a top 2 quarterback going. He's going to be the first one or he's going to be the second one. That was everybody mindset. Everybody can lie about it now, but the realistic situation, he's going to go 1 or number 2. For him, in his mind, that draft day over the next few days, the last thing you're talking about starting and being a franchise quarterback, and you got the Baltimore Ravens calling you saying, hey, we can pick you up. Nigga, for what? What I'm going to do over sitting behind Lamar Jackson that got another 15 years left of him playing, and the Baltimore Ravens do not, they're loyal. They keep you forever and ever and ever, and it just really, it benefits Shedeur 0% of him going there versus even as bad as a Cleveland Browns organization is, which I hate them. I want him to get out of there. But we know at the Browns, you're going to get a chance to play. Sooner or later, you're going to get a chance, and I prefer to get a chance and play and get my tape versus everybody forget about me and only think of my 2 preseason games that you guys seen me in. So that's my first take on that. What's your thoughts?
Bro, I 110% agree. People are killing him because it's oh, the Baltimore Ravens is such a great ran organization, blah, 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 right? But like you said, it's like Lamar Jackson probably got 2 more max deals ahead of him. 2 more max deals, right? So once you go there, you're going to be a candle in the sun. You're a candle in the sun, and your name is going to go nowhere. They're going to forget. The media is not going to talk about your name. They're going to forget about you, period. So, but like you said, over there in Cleveland, we all know old man Flacco ain't going to last. Every single week, somebody's going to bring up Shedeur. It's going to be Shedeur. Hey, Flacco, he only did 200 yards. How long does Flacco experiment gonna do? Oh, they're gonna bum it up, and so why are we hold on to this OQB? Why don't we get Shedeur? So it's gonna be Shedeur. You're gonna consistently hear his name, and that's gonna consistently give you more chance, more opportunity. If anything, it's a more of a bet on yourself mentality of I can do this, and let me get the opportunity to show y'all to do this. And if you went over to Baltimore, just like I'm just happy being in the league.
And you got to look at Shedeur. He ain't never not been a starter in his life. So, and when he started, he made teams better. So for him to have a backup mentality doesn't even align with anything he believe in. And he's already rich, and he already got money, and he's already successful.
I'm rich, son.
So, like I said before, if I was Shedeur now, he probably would have listened to me if I had the accessibility to talk to him. But I've been saying the whole time, I was like, yo, if I'm Shedeur and I seen the fix was in, I'm going to the CFAO, the XFL.
Leave this kind of football league alone, bro. Leave them alone. Let them be, bro.
Hugh,
No.
you can go over there, start play. He will be playing right now. All jersey sales, everybody is watching what Shedeur do. His team probably undefeated because he could have went to the best team.
Right.
You're competing for a championship in a whole different league while everybody quarterback is getting injured, and now you're getting inquiries probably about from the Bengals and all these other teams. Versus you, it's like I get it, the end goes to be in the NFL, but if you want to play like it don't, Shedeur just sitting down chilling. That ain't really about
giving the Canadian Football League too much credit. Nobody care about no goddamn Canadian Football League
because Shedeur is not in there. How many people would care? Would you watch if Shedeur is playing?
No.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. I will watch, and you will watch, so we can see if you're going to do good or you're going to fail.
Bro,
and the rest of the world going to watch. ESPN going to watch. The haters going to watch. His supporters going to watch. And that's just the truth.
It's not the same football over there, man. It's not.
Nigga, it's a ball. It's a ball you throw to niggas who catch the ball. What you mean it's not a football?
Weird. It's almost like watching college basketball and watching the NBA. It's just different. It's different, man.
Yeah, you're right. It's different, but it's still football. His job is to do this and throw the ball like Uncle Rico.
His best, almost to what you're saying, his best would not to be drafted and be able to pick his own team as a free agency. I think that would have been a better push, but you love this Canadian Football League, but
because not being drafted meaning your ass is not playing football. Being it like I give you a prime example. And now we're going to a different sport though. When it came down to LaMelo Ball, LeVar Ball, they had that situation where they like, all right, the dad is doing too much and all this type of stuff. LeVar Ball, instead of putting his kid in to go to the UCLA's the way they did his brother and kicked him out because he was doing dumb and stealing and stuff, he was like, look, I'm not about to send my son to no regular high school. I'm about to send him at 16 overseas to go play for Lithuania or whatever it is. And everybody said he's absolutely dumb. He's nuts. He's about to kill his kid career. He a dead is trying to be in control. He went over there and he got 3 years more advanced than anybody on his level. And when he came back, it was like, oh shit. He was used to playing with grown men, and it showed. He grew up, he got bigger, and it completely took him to a whole different level. So I'm just saying that to say, yes, it would sound bad, all right, man, for him to go over here and play in a whole different league that don't look like the NBA, but he was still able to play professional ball, get paid, learn how to be a pro. He just got weak ankles in the NBA and began injured.
I see what you try to do there, but
see what I did there?
But no, But NBA is more of an NBA. More of a national sport. NFL is more of a good old sport. He wants to go play professional ball at the almost a similar style play at NBA, and he played up. That's the difference. Like LaMelo went there and he played up. He didn't go there and play down to, let's say, college basketball or whatever. But he would have
Shedeur could
been.
do the same thing.
You're not going to the Canadian Football League and playing up. You're going there to play whatever that they playing over there, brother. you know, so it's just I hear you, but
I'm right. I won that debate. Hugh lost that debate. Lando 5, Hugh 0. Let's get petty. So, Hugh, Killer Cam, he was doing a show with Mace today, and he had AB, Adrien Broner, on there. And we know Adrien Broner have absolutely no manners. We don't know what he be talking about. We don't know what's going on. And he had him on there, and he was being disrespectful to his co-host. Her name is Treasure. They call her Stack. And I'm about to play the interaction of what happened, and we're going to react to it. I'll probably try to skim through and make it a little bit faster because it's 2 minutes, but I'm about to skim through as much as I can.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey,
what you waste that? I love you. What a guy. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Arabia, is that a real background?
Hey, Stack, can you stop
Yes.
Can you stop smiling? You.
Arabia is.
nah, yo, bro, some G, yo, bro, some G shit. We got a
Oh,
boyfriend here, yo.
right. Oh, shit.
I told you that.
My bad.
Nah, like it's all like. Okay, we guess we can move on to football. Then.
Stat. Oh my God.
Just that. Let's do the football. I guess that answered the question about Floyd. When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by Stat. I did not know you looked that good in person. My bad, bro. You're amazing.
All right, hey, we gonna have to ask you to go, my nigga. I have to ask you to go, man. I'm gonna pay you for your time, for being here. I appreciate you. But I love you, my nigga.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah, no. I can't. I asked you the first time. I don't have no problems with you. But I'm gonna pay you for your time. But you can't violate, bro. I told you that.
I'm not, though. I'm not.
Nah, I told you niggas boyfriends in here. You know when my brother.
Oh, shit, my bad, bro. My bad.
Nah. But I appreciate your time.
It's me.
Nah, well, if you want to wait for us outside, you could. But I'm not gonna sit here and not value your time neither. You want to wait for me? You could, but I appreciate it, bro. You gotta step out. Yeah, no problem.
Ooh, Hugh.
man,
What you got? What you got?
get your boy on camera. Let's see, man.
You ain't here. Talk to me.
All right, I shout out to Cam, bro. He stood on business, bro. You know what I'm saying? I give him that, bro. Cam, that's my man. Cam, Canary Burgundy, man. I'll rap a Cam verse
Calm down.
But Cam still in business, man. At the end of the day, man, he violated and he wasn't gonna take it. So he took the bull by his horns and he was like, man, we can't have this, man. You gotta look out for your people, man. You know, he was making everybody uncomfortable. Mace so chill. He ain't got that outer aggression to do that, yo. So Cam know what he needed to do, and he got it done, man. So shout out to him. He held it down for the whole show. But man, you bring somebody like Adrien Broner, bro. One, he need help. You could tell he was on one, bro. He was rolling, he was tripping, he could have been drunk, all the stuff, whatever they said he was on it, bro. And I think that's also, unfortunately, that's a gamble because that show is they gamble on the have-nots, right? They're used to bringing the have-nots on there and flipping them. So, but
Give me an
Adrien
example.
Brown, OJ.
Okay. Carry on.
So
Carry on.
so
Carry on.
So they're bring on the have-nots, the castaways, and with some you can flip them and you can grow with them, and the others, they're gonna make you look bad. Unfortunately, they're gonna bite you. They're gonna turn on you. They're gonna bite you. Adrien Broner, he showed why he's had this big fall off that he have, and it looked like he looked like he needs help, bro. So it looked like at the end of the day he need help. Somebody need to help him. He need to help himself. He still probably didn't get that wake up call, but he just looked like has been and somebody that needs intervention. What you got?
I got so much, man. For somebody that had such a high upside with their talents, with being mentored by Floyd, was undefeated at a time, he could have been $100 million man. He could have been a face of boxing. He had the wild, flamboyant personality. It's just
Brush my hair, Pops.
Brush my hair, Pops. He had his downfall was alcohol. I know an alcoholic from a mile away. He's an alcoholic. And
you think that's just alcohol?
It's alcohol. He's an alcoholic, bro. That's just I know when somebody's just drunk. He's usually drunk. He probably don't do too many other drugs like that. Just heavy on drinking, because if you follow him, he's been doing drunk nigga shit for the last 10 years. It's been consistent. And it ain't been no other drug. It's just him being drunk, him being knocked out. Remember the girls? He over one of them Instagram models, she done got him over here while he drunk in the bed. He's just definitely one of those. And for him to come on that show, like you said, it's all respect to Cam and standing on business, because you don't always get to see live and publicly black men, because they always said black men don't stand up for the black woman and the black man and all that stuff. And he straight did it live on camera with somebody he probably rock with, somebody respect. He had him on the show. And Cam showed you how to do it on a G level. You first asked him to stop. Then you told him why you need him to stop. Yo, her man here, like, calm down. And Cam is the one that's usually he's the wild one. So when the wild one is telling you to calm down, he done said it 2 times, so I ain't watched the full show. He probably said it more times than that. People started getting uncomfortable, and he pulled out this damn Merce out of nowhere.
Shout out to the Merce, bro.
That nigga pulled out a Merce, and next thing, why you got this Merce right next to you? Why do you got cash right there in the studio available? And why? And how much did you give him? Because that looked like a stack of like probably $3,000 or $5,000. You didn't give him that stack. You broke down and looked like you gave him like $1,500 and just went up like, yo, for your time. And it's good because it didn't get to that level, because it could have went so much worse. Because number one, her boyfriend was there. So number one, the boyfriend like, hey man, you ain't about to talk to my woman like that.
Nah, bro, you ain't gonna do that with Adrien Broner,
bro.
I don't care how drunk he is.
Drunk AB was going knock. My man would have been walking out like Tommy. So he can't win that battle. It's like, give me the strap. So it's like, it just goes so south. And man, I'm just happy it happened like that. And yeah, it was a good situation. AB
don't nobody in that room want no problems with AB. I don't care how
drunk or not drunk
he is. Yeah, he a world-class fighter.
You ain't messing with drunk AB, you?
Nah.
I don't know. I think I probably could take him now, because he probably gonna swing and miss. If he hit it good, but nigga gonna probably swing and miss.
You going for the glory? Hey, if you win, we up now.
but not really, because they can be like, man, anybody can be AB, man. He drunk, so it's like it's a lose-lose.
Sober.
It's a lose-lose, bro. If I get whooped on by AB, it's like, man, what you doing messing with a boxer? If I beat AB, they can be like, man, he a drunk, and we anybody can knock him out. So it's a lose-lose me beating up AB.
And randomly, looked like when Camron got next to AB, it looked like he was bigger than him.
Yeah, he is, because you got to think. That's why I'll be telling you, I can beat these boxers' ass, Hugh.
Okay. I need you.
I'm about to tell you, Floyd Mayweather. That's for example.
Okay.
Floyd Mayweather get his ass beat messing with me. He's 154 pounds, Hugh. I'm 190. I'm a fat boy. So I got 40 pounds off. those low hits, all right, he gonna get me good too. And once I grab his low ass, it's over with. It's gonna be like this. Cause these guys is like real little. They like our height or shorter, and they're real skinny. They just can. You just got to bear hug
Covered
him.
up, boy. Hey,
And,
hey,
and
I'm
I
gonna
was a
stick
wrestler
beside
for
you.
and I was a wrestler for 5 years. So once I grab him, I'm just gonna put him in some wrestling moves.
That was a long time ago, man. But I
You
got you.
said that
I'm
about
with
me
you.
running, and I still you always
All right,
you
hey,
got to put some respect on my name before we
I'm gonna
wrestle on
stick
this next
beside you,
live.
bro.
Say what?
Hey, I'm gonna stick beside you, man. Besides us and all these viewers, I ain't gonna tell nobody else. I
You
got your back.
gonna?
I got your back.
Yeah, you got a history of having my back consistently. So before the next topic, because Tennille is about to leave and I need to transfer over in the house, and we got 135 people in here all across all platforms going in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let Hugh give you guys some bars, and we're going to be talking about Molly next. But Hugh, I want you to talk about college football on what you've seen, and I'm about to transfer over there so I can set up my camera and stuff over there. So they're just going to be able to see you. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let me
I'll let
see.
your boy.
Let me see if I can do Hugh Solo. Bam. All
Hey,
right, you
I'm gonna
Solo.
stick right there.
Tell the people something sexy, Hugh.
Man, what's happening, man? What's going on, chat, man? Let me talk and kick with your boy. One, let's talk about why we're gonna wait until Lando leaves so we could talk about how he might not be able to beat up Mayweather. How he might not be able to beat up Mayweather. But man, this is eventful weekend, especially when it comes down to college football. Yo, chat. Why am I so close, yo? Like, all right. Let me back up. Oh goodness, yo. When it got close to your boy, anywho, the NCAA, right? Football. We gonna talk about, numero uno, bro. We gotta talk about your boy Arch, man. Your boy Arch Manny, man. It seemed like that experiment people are getting short fused on. What y'all got for me, chat? It seemed like everything's getting short fused on when it comes down to this Archman. He's just not looking good. I think the platform of him falling off of where the Heisman Trophy winner, like he was supposed to be him. We got the babies in the background, everything.
Oh, you
Shout
can
out
hear
to my
me?
Blue Ocean. Yeah, we can
Oh,
hear you.
my bad.
I
Let me
hear
mute
the
myself.
baby. Shout out to my Blue Ocean.
Let me mute myself. My bad.
She gonna let it happen. So we going from him come in Heisman Trophy winner, and They didn't play against a world beater, like, and he still looked above to below average, almost like he didn't belong. So, if you're a Texas fan, if you're a college football fan, what do y'all think that is? Do you think he don't belong? Do you think he needs some more grace to pull up? Almost, I think more or less than the NFL. I believe like the college football, since it's supposed to be a easier game, and we have seen true freshmen, Heisman Trophy winners. We have seen just outlandish freshmen come in and play this QB position and win awards. And he's been there in that system. I believe this is like his third year, and he doesn't show like he belong. And I would say this comparable, right? Comparable to our boy.
Yo,
I know y'all always hear this coming. To our boy Bryce Underwood. He came, man. Yeah, that first game, you just see it. It's just some players that you could just see, almost like a Cam Newton or a Johnny Manziel. Even the goods or the bads, they gonna throw some bad passes. They gonna do some terrible decisions. But you just see that talent from them, and you just be like, no, that's different. Like, he belongs. Not only he belongs, he might be better than the most. So going to our boy up here in Michigan, Bryce Underwood, first game, you seen the talent. Second game, they put the handcuffs on him or whatever. But you still see his capabilities. And then the third game, it was like, no, okay, no, he's something different. that boy belongs. He got it. Whatever it is, it's one of those things that we can't define, right? We can never define it. Like, but he has it. And then when you go down to your boy Arch, it's like, does he have it? Does he have it? He has all this time. You haven't seen a play of wow capabilities. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? It's like you're not seeing the wild capabilities. You're just seeing a guy, fortunately, with the name. And don't get me wrong, that Manning name is royalty, but that name can only get you so far. Like, it's not gonna help you once you get to this big program. It can hide you through high school if they said his competition of a private school. Now, of course, a lot of things are coming out now, right? They're saying his competition of a private school isn't wasn't the best in Louisiana. That's what they said, you know. So, and then once you get to higher, once you get to something bigger than what this is, you can't hide it. Maybe if he went to a lesser school than Texas, if he went out to let's say AC, well, not even like a pack, one of like a Toledo or something, where USA conference
All right,
school,
let me know.
then you'll be able to hide it a little bit,
Can you hear me?
huh?
Can you hear me?
Hey, you back in the game.
All right, I'm back in the game. Y'all hear a little bit of baby here and there, but we are good to go. Tennille, don't walk behind here, please.
Hmm.
so basically, what you're saying off of Arch Manning, this the craziest. This might be one of the craziest pre-assumptions or miscalculated predictions in NCAA history we have seen that I can think of, such as they had him number one as the Heisman favorite coming into this year. They had their team ranked number one going into this year, and watching him, bro, he's not it. He's completely not it. I paused a little bit, so let me make sure
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
get
it's
this. Let
all
me go
here.
to my other
Are you
camera.
back?
Hold on.
You back, baby?
Yeah, I'll just do my janky camera. We good. So there we go. So yeah, he didn't live up to any hype, any expectations that we thought he would have. And I think it's getting worse and worse. Now, I don't blame him at all. Cause this is first year starting. This is first year getting the keys to the city. We supposed to be able to give him his first year grace and not the hype expectations, but do how did the college system go? If you got pre Heisman is you ranked the team number one. They should have been ranked like 15th, and he could have had room for error. So he technically haven't did nothing wrong besides bum it up. And we're learning Arch Manning is probably not even an NFL quarterback. But the good thing is he have years and have time to get better. But how long will the Texas fan base last? Because if you are somebody that's a Texas Longhorn fan, let us know in the chat what's your mindset. Because Hugh, if you're in that situation, what are you thinking if you are, let's just say that's the example of Bryce, like how you
Mm.
kind of said similar situation, but let's say Bryce waited 2 years to play behind JJ, and he's finally getting in. He's the number one rated quarterback, and he's playing like that. What are you saying as a fan?
You're definitely whispering behind closed doors. You don't want to go out and just do it in front of them, which they were doing. I think they was booing them at one point in time.
It's wild.
So, so it's just like you still want him to be a bull. You need him to have his confidence. But you are concerned. You are concerned. Luckily, even though we got on McCarthy, he was hidden by our running game. That's not the style of football that we play, right? So he was hidden. So the system, they will probably have to change. Steve Sarkisian will have to almost change his system from being a QB system to a let him dish and dash and be a game manager system. Let him. Look, we got to run the ball. We got to run the ball more than we pass the
She
ball.
was like, we
So
got to
they might have to
protect him.
switch it until he can raise his level. Because at this point, Texas went all in on him, on Manny,
And what
and as of
sucks
right now, they're
is,
crapping out.
the backup might be better. We don't even know who the backup is, but the backup
I was about
can't.
to say, you know, the backup. So,
Heck no. But since we're here, we're about to 100% look up and see who is the backup because, well, no, we going to first just look at his stats. Texas, what was Texas ranked going into this week?
that's a good question.
Okay, there's ranked number 7th. And then they beat UTEP. UTEP
Yeah.
27-10, bro. Only by 17 points. They had to be a spread by like probably 40. Let me see what was the spread of this game. Because you not being able to destroy UTEP is beyond me. I love to see. All right.
Like, he
The
was missing
spread,
passes.
Hugh. The spread was 40.5.
Goodness.
They supposed to beat them by 40 points. They beat them by 17. Arch Manning went 11 for 25. Jesus, that brutal. 114 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Oh my gosh. And the only reason they even won, the other guy went 209, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Yeah, it's going to be brutal for Texas, bro. It's going to be.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say panic, but I ain't gonna say not to panic either.
Oh no,
I'm not gonna say not panic.
Bro, you just went 11. You went like 40% against a MAC 0 team. You gotta panic. You gotta literally sound alarms, everybody.
Yeah.
It's you know.
Texas, blink twice if you need help now.
Yep.
Blink twice, but
so before we get into the next subject, me and Hugh today, we came out the gate swinging, giving you guys full non-stop content since we started. And Hugh, we got something we want to talk about them with. If they want to get all of our sports plays early, all of my cappers, they can see what's popping. All you have to do is go to wop.com, type in TSD.
Wow.
You will find me. We have multiple different plans. We got the $30 plan that give you access to everything, $30 a month. We have the year, you want to cover the year, $300, get 17% off in a lifetime for $1K. And if you guys want to just check out some of the WAP and the Discord plays, you can go over there, sign up for free, get some free plays, see if you can make some money, come back. But Hugh, if they want a discount, what do they need to do, dog?
Hey man, just put in the promo code HUE15, HUE15, and you get live. You can share your bets, we share our bets, and we can get together. Your boy actually did good 2 weeks in a row. Your boy did good out here now. You know, so
You ain't sharing it with your chat, so everybody can
sharing
eat,
my
though.
boys. Yeah, I was sharing it, you know, in the Discord and a good old WAP. I was sharing it. If you tallied your boy, I turned about 20 to 70. And that's good for your boy.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So
you said on the last live, you was like, bro, Jalen Hurts is not throwing over. And it was all red. Like, it was all, he wasn't doing it. You like,
yeah.
this is free money. And I didn't even think to add in that touchdown with it to boost up a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
That looked like
that's gonna happen every time. So your
boy
went up, turned about 20 to 70, man. So I'm happy about that. Like I said, I'm not a big better, so I'm happy with it. But if y'all was big better and y'all had 200, y'all could have made 700. so you know, but no. It was come join, yo. It's football season, so there's so many people in there, boy, sharing their bets, and you can tally off of them. Say if you don't want to go off of what your boy doing, even though I've been doing excellent, or you don't want to go off of Orlando, even though he been doing amazing. You know, if you just want to be in a community of people who bets, man, just type in that HUE15 into the Discord /WAP. take about 50. It'll take 15% off your monthly cost, so you could just take the little edge off, yo. So just go ahead, try it out, and worst case, you could just
Come on. So
yeah.
yesterday we ended up going green. We went up 2 units. Let's talk about it. So for the season, we're up. I believe I have it written right here. We have it. Tony also went crazy. Tony hit for about 4K yesterday, giving different
Goodness.
plays. He's been going crazy all week. If you guys have been in the Hall of Fame telling his plays, I don't know if you're not or why not. That $30 is irrelevant the way he's been cooking and been giving
Yeah,
that. So
and think about if you told your boy, you would got your money back.
come on.
Thank you.
Come on. Yep. So we're up 7 units for the season. I'm very mad about this one, Hugh. You need to talk to your boy Harbaugh, bro. I'd have been $500 richer today. The game is over with. 2 minutes left. Y'all are basically on the goal line about to score, and all I need is Keenan Allen to not get no more passes, which he won't get any more passes because they're up and all they got to do is run the ball. Why that nigga throw the ball, bro? And he threw it to Keenan Allen, and I end up missing by 1, bro. 1 reception, $500, and another $100 missed out on Tyler Conkley. I needed 1 reception. He got 0. They had him in there blocking Max Crosby, bro. What are you, Jim Harbaugh? What are we doing, bro? He cooked me yesterday. Like, I know how to bet on the Chargers now. I'm taking Herbert over on passing because he's going to pass it every single down. And I'm taking whoever his running back is under on rushing because they're not going to let him run the ball.
Yeah, their running back. I went against him.
It's
Omarion.
He ain't do nothing.
Yeah, Marion. Which I'm glad because it was down to him, the person I was going against, and I was projected to lose, but he didn't do nothing, and then I had Herbert, and he got me through. So, and the receiver from the Raiders, which I don't even think we even talked about that game though, did we? No, we didn't. No.
Oh, because we didn't talk the 2 Monday night games. We did all Sunday. We ain't even talk about those. So yeah, we'll definitely circle back with all of those. Let's read some of the comments and see what the people was saying.
Yeah.
Aces.
Yeah, I can see while I was talking.
Aces and 4. Yeah, I think Ace is gonna sweep, but I don't think WNBA do 4. I think it's Aces in 3 or 2 or something. However, WNBA do their stuff. Lando sounded like Bradley Martin. Just wrestle. I don't think it was that deep. Everyone know how AB act. You invite him on, or you show you expect the unexpected. No, it was that deep because this is your co-host. You don't want your co-host feeling uncomfortable. And if Cam, who's wild, is telling him to chill because it's a respect thing where her boyfriend is right there. You're used to being around. Why every time I get talking, it make me disappear. You're used to being around her boyfriend. Yep. So you used to being around her boyfriend, kicking it with him, and you not saying nothing. The boyfriend, that's probably like your little brother or something. You kicking it with. So,
yeah, he said something like that. It was like, man, that's like my bro. So
see, so yeah, I think it was that deep because Broner, it's 8 like it looked like it's 8 a.m. You're hammered, bro. What?
Yeah.
What are we doing, bro?
Read the room, bro. You know what I'm saying? Read the room. It stopped being funny after a while. It was like, okay, bro. Now you can't even. Every time he asked you a question, you was deflecting to how good Stat looked. So just like, hey, AB, what you think about this fight? Or what he say? He asked him about Mayweather, man. You think you and Mayweather going to be back cool? Man, Stat, you just need to stop smiling. And I was like, bro, so you just gonna deflect to that every time? I don't hear that. I didn't bring you here to pay. I'm not paying you to talk about Stat right now. She feel uncomfortable. I'm not getting nothing done, and you violating, like you said, bro. So yeah, no, we gotta get you up out of here, no.
Gotta get you up out of here. Next up, Hugh. Molly Qerim is leaving First Take. So Stephen A. Smith, he will be missing out on Shannon Sharp. He'll be missing out on Molly Qerim now. I believe a few people have left. I think the playmaker had to leave. A bunch of people is fully now off of it. Molly has been like one of the co-hosts for I feel like a decade now. She's been an OG.
I think she's been doing 10 years. I think she's about 10.
And in the game. So I will tell you, let me see, Molly Qerim. And I'll tell you what Stephen A said. I will play the audio, but I won't play the full deal. And they're saying, Hugh, is that all right, here we go. This was Stephen A had to say about it, people.
And welcome to First Take. Normally, our friend Molly Qerim would greet you. However, Molly announced last night she will be departing from ESPN. She's hosted First Take for 10 years and elevated the show with her grace, her expertise, an incomparable kindness. She's been an enormous part of our success for a decade. Not only did she keep me and many others in line, she did it with dignity and class and kindness, to say the least. We'll miss her and wish her every blessing on her future. I personally am grateful to her for her friendship, and I will miss spending every weekday morning with her right by my side.
Would you rate Molly on the one scale 1 to 10, Hugh?
Molly sitting on a 9.
She's
8 point. She about 8.8.
Molly is cold. So randomly when I type in Molly Qerim, it's keep on coming up Molly Qerim lawsuit. So let's put on our messy hats on and see what is the Twitter streets talking about. So this say Molly Qerim leaving ESPN First Take is unexpected, but have a feeling she's been planning for a while. The foot fetish joke, Stephen A said how he doesn't stop eating, and her dating history, something likely caused this so quickly. This was forever ago, and this was very weird. Did you see the foot fetish when my man grabbed her shoe and sniffed it?
No, who did that?
Dan Orlowski grabbed her shoe. I'm not gonna play it, but y'all can see the still photo of him sniffing her shoe. So look at the still photo of him sniffing her shoe. It's gonna pop up on your screen a little bit, and then I'm gonna play the audio, and y'all will be able to hear.
I'll bet at the end of the day.
Hold on.
Attico. The brand's right on there.
You don't need to know.
You don't know anything about brands.
It ain't cheap.
You're the last person to talk about brands.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Him of all people.
Are you really
understand?
sniffing the shoe?
Just
I just got the shoe and I have tights on. Don't be
I
weird.
don't know about you, Dan. I got to keep an eye on you.
You know, he might have a foot fetish.
Yeah, he might have more.
Dan might be one of those. Dan might be one of those.
No, that's right. She's not
Hey, don't leave it, Dan. D.O.
It's a nice black patent leather pump.
These are like the lazy heels.
Okay, would you give me my shoe back?
D.O.
They're Attico.
So yeah, it was an uncomfortable interaction, but real quick, Hugh, this was her official statement. It said, now that the news came out early that I attended and not in the way I hoped to my First Take family, after much reflection, I've decided it's time to close this incredible chapter and step away from First Take. Hosting this show has been one of the greatest honors of my career. Every morning I had the privilege of sharing the desk with some of the most brilliant, passionate, and entertaining voices in the sports world with you and the best fans in the world. I'm so grateful for what the journey has given me, lifelong friendships, unforgettable memories, and a chance to be a part of something truly special. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for welcoming me into your home. Stay tuned with love and much gratitude. What I'm hearing, the truth is, she was up for contract.
I was going to say that. You didn't let me get to it.
Talk to us.
I was going to say 100%. It's just all the other talents. She was in contract talk. They offered her lower than she was making. She said no. She about to be out there just like everybody else. It was no foot fetish. I mean, she know what guys she dealing with. I bet she didn't even take that nowhere bad as everybody think that she did. I bet she didn't, because they
probably happened over
Dan
here,
Orlowski. Yeah, and down Lusky, she knows no threat. That was nothing to me. It was weird, but it was nothing.
Yeah,
It
because
comes down
like
to the dollars and
people,
cents.
people on that show, if you do it every single day, random days, Hugh just gonna get picked on that day. And does everybody mess with Hugh? Then it's gonna be Stephen A. Smith, and then it's gonna be Molly. And Molly is an easy target because she's cute, and it's just and men uncomfortably with cute girls, we just gonna blaze them. I ain't pointing no elbows who always do that, blazing cute girls and got a problem history of it. But I ain't talking about nobody who does it here.
It'd be like that.
So it's like, I think at this point, Molly don't have any kids. Molly's successful. She's probably got $2 million sitting in her account just chilling. She got time to sit down and figure out what she want to do next, if she want to do anything or just go marry somebody rich.
And at the end of the day, ESPN disrespect her with the contract. I bet let's just say she's making 1.2 a year, right? I bet they came at her and just like, well, we need you to make 800 or something like that.
No, I don't think they lowballed her. I think
they lowballed a few people.
Well, I'm saying I ain't think they went from we paying you 1.3 to give you 800. They probably went from 1.3 to 1.5. And she's just like, yo, everything is going up. Y'all just paid Stephen A all of this money. Nigga, I ain't saying give me the same. I'm saying give me something better than that. Let me see what's her Molly.
Because it was who it wasn't Max. It was what's the ball guy, football player. I think Marcellus was over there at ESPN before he was FSN, I believe. If it was one other person, but they was talking about like
in 2001. It said according to Game Day News, she earned this is in 2000. It said $500,000 annually for her first take. Let me see what year this was though. And we don't know if this is correct or anything. We just saying it's as of 2025, Qerim has an estimated net worth of $3 million, according to Millionaire Net Worth. Industry veteran has earned her wealth from years of grinding. Like I said, she probably got $2 million sitting in the account. It's in 2020, in 2015, she returned to ESPN and was named the anchor of First Take. According to Gainer, she earned annually $500,000. Her and Jalen Rose side to not. So she's probably making right now like $900,000, I would say, and they probably offer her $980 or something dumb. And she just like, thanks, but screw you guys. I'm going home. And she took her
because a lot of times if ESPN don't want you, they'll offer less.
Yeah, put you in a bad predicament where
like they'll offer you, but they're like, but you're gonna have to take this, and that's why a lot of people like this. Like, peace out. It wasn't even so much they was giving them the same.
You all right over there, brother?
Man, I'm all right. Just going through it.
Go get you some
It's
water.
not, man. It's not even so much that they be offering the same. It's just like they was like, man, I would stayed if it was just the same amount, but they trying to give me like a third less and stuff, and that's how a lot of them left.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, next up, we have the champ. The champ is here.
Hey.
Mr. Bud beat Canelo Alvarez, and that fight was a 1,000% thriller. It was what the people wanted. It was what we paid our $10.99 for Netflix for.
Our money's worth.
Man, got our money's worth. It's not too many times we get fights that we actually be willing to pay our hard-earned money to watch, and this was one of them. So, going into the fight, my thing was when because I was going to do a full video breakdown and we was going to do a pre-video. So, I always do a re-watch of their last two fights or the last fights to see their styles, game plans, and I could get a clear example of who's going to win. And I'm probably using 90% of who's going to win and when they're going to win. So if this one once I watched both of them, Hugh, I was like, oh shit, Bud is going to win, and he's going to win easy because me being a boxing fan and watching it, I'm like, okay, Canelo, he's getting older, he's getting slower, he's getting lazier, and his thing is he covers his head and he's just coming straight forward to you, looking for the power. And I'm watching Bud like somebody stand right in the middle, and he's going to stand there and counter you. So I'm like, if Canelo don't move around a lot, which he don't, he's going to be in trouble. And for Bud, you have research and tape on how to frustrate Canelo because Canelo already lost twice. So Floyd did it, such as hitting him and him not being able to hit him back. He got frustrated. And he got frustrated. His last fight, my man was outboxing him because he had hit Canelo and run. And he hate when you run. That'll frustrate him. So the blueprint was out. Bud won. Amazing. I knew nobody's going to knock each other out because none of them don't. That wasn't going to happen. But I said it was going to go to distance. Bud was going to win convincingly. My only thing was Bud going to dominate, because even though we was going to watch it and say he won and all know it, the judges still probably wouldn't give it to him since he's the champ. So I'm like, he had to take it. So what was your thoughts on watching the fight?
Yeah, no, I'll mirror a lot of what you said. The fight was, they was talking about Canelo's the bigger fighter, but it didn't look like it.
He can't wait. That boy got his
But
weight up.
yeah, Bud Crawford looked like the bigger fighter. He like taller or bigger fighter. And like you said, like Canelo, one thing he did used to have defense. You remember them videos when he used to just duck his head and like he came in this boy a little bit lazier, like you said, and also every single punch was a power punch. Every single one. He didn't pepper him. He didn't tap him. He barely stood on the jab. It was just like, I'm gonna hit you, and I want you to feel it. And when you do that, you're gonna explore a lot of energy. And it seemed like towards the end of the fight, it was like that's what happened. It was just like
He almost
Canelo.
got knocked
Like
out
he
in the
was
12th
gassed.
round.
Yeah,
Bud
he
almost
was
knocked him out in the
gassed.
12th round.
Mm-hmm. When you throwing that hard and you missing, it's just like Canelo was fighting and Bud was boxing at the
There
end of
you
the
go.
day. Like, so it was just like Canelo was trying to knock him out. He wanted to make an example. He wanted him to feel every single punch. Maybe for him to be a little bit more scared and worried towards the end, because all he been hearing is Crawford too little, can you knock him out? Can you knock him out? Whatever. So I think that got to him psychologically. It was like, I'm gonna try to get him. He too little. He too little. But when you put them right next to each other, he didn't look little, and he was taking them shots. And also, you exerted all your energy, so you really had nothing for anything else because everything was a power shot.
Yeah, when you look at it, it's like he's the best in the world and nobody can debate it, because first thing he did, Hugh, you went up 2 weight classes. Nobody goes up 2 weight classes because you're going to be so much littler and this person is going to be so much bigger. And it's like, all right, that's the first thing. The second thing is he put in no clauses in a fight. All them fighters, we got to wear these type of gloves. We got to do a drug test afterwards. We have to do this. Bud was like, I did no clauses. I went up to his weight. He's the champ. He's giving me the opportunity. I'm about to just whoop on him, and we'll worry about all that later. And for him to do that, I was like, his level of confidence of beating him is at 1,000,000, because for him to do that, you about to beat old buddy, dog. You ain't scared. Yeah. And like you said, when I think the whole world was shocked when we seen Bud weigh in at the exact same weight as Canelo. We like, what?
Man.
So then everybody was like, man, well, the next day, Canelo gonna still probably show up at 200 pounds and Bud, whatever it is. And you looked at the fight, you like, Canelo don't look like a big bully. It looked like Bud, because to people that don't know, since I wrestled for all them years, I deal with people cutting weight every single day. I know all the ins and outs, I know all the tricks, I know everything, right? And my benefit was I never had to cut weight. When I'm watching everybody put the sweatsuit on and all this stuff, I just ain't never gained no weight, and it was easy. I never had to cut ever. So when you have to gain weight, your life. Just imagine being somebody like, say, for example, Shaka. If Shaka fight at like 156 or something, let's just say that. Shaka naturally is probably about 176. So he's naturally 20 pounds heavier, just naturally when he eat what he wants. So you have to starve yourself. You got to do all of this stuff to lose these 20 pounds, and you're miserable because there's nothing fun about starving yourself. So now you don't have to do that, while Canelo have to do that. So it's just like, you get to be fun. You're like, hey man, what you eating today? I'm eating a burger. You can eat a burger? It's like, what you eat today, Canelo? Ah man, yo quiero salad. It's like, so it's a whole different thing, bro. And he won fair and square. And I just love the respect between both fighters, because Canelo, he ain't make no, he was like, I gave it everything I had, bro. He was like, I tried to beat him.
Yeah.
Like, he's the better fighter.
So overall, what does that say about both legacies?
So with Canelo legacy, Canelo won in life, bro. For him to lose to Floyd at such a young age, the way he did, majority of fighters are just going to never be able to bounce back. Just for example, all the fighters that was in their prime that Floyd fought, we didn't hear from after that. They all disappeared. So for him to bounce back and become a champion and become considered the best fighter in the world and to become $100 million man, he fought for $100 million this fight. Canelo completely won, and he wasn't scared because Canelo didn't have too much to gain doing this fight, but he had a lot to lose, and he still did it, even though he got $100 million for it. So that's why I'm like, he's definitely not going to be as hungry.
And that's convincing.
Yeah, so I'm like, now Bud, this changed Bud life forever, because when he beat Spence, the world was shocked because I didn't watch enough Bud and Spence fights, so I just knew both of them was very good fighters, but nobody really seen Bud convinced to like completely destroy Spence. For example, ever since he destroyed Spence, Hugh, where you seen him fight at?
They was trying to get him to retire.
It looked like he secretly retired. It's been 2 years since you fought him, bro. And you ain't bounced back. You ain't had a fight. So it takes some soul of those undefeated fighters that never lost, because a lot of them don't know how to respond and react to it. So to answer your question on what it do for Bud, now he get to get that $100 million check. He seen Canelo did it, so now he get to be the A side. And earlier I was talking about it. The only problem is he don't have nobody to fight besides Canelo again, which we know Canelo will lose again and probably even worse. And Bud can now put in his rules of what he want. And it's just not, and he's going to go even lower because he said he don't want to fight at this weight ever again. So he's going back down. So I don't know how we get that $100 million fight if he lets it get the rematch. So what you got with that? What did it do for both of them? And who going to fight?
I think you hit live on the head. We'll start off with Canelo. Canelo, he won in life. And honestly, this doesn't really, he lost, but I don't think
legacy at all.
It doesn't hurt his legacy. He's still a world champion, all-class fighter. He's a Hall of Fame fighter. He's gonna go in the Hall of Fame eventually, for what he did. And it was like, yeah, he lost, but he never ducked it. He didn't duck it, duck time. The $100 million does help. And like you said, he didn't have nothing to lose. But he went out there and he gave it all. He just lost to the better fighter. That's all I gotta say now. But I got a unique perspective on Bud, right?
Talk to me.
One, we'll go to the money, right? What would you say? He fought $10 million for this, right?
No, I'm seeing so many different fakes. First, we thought it was 10 million. Then I seen an article today said he made 50 million. So we'll have to confirm some sooner or later.
Right. Bud is in the most unique, not great space, right?
What you mean?
Meaning nobody loves Bud, but nobody hates him either. That can be just as tarnishing too, right? Because nobody hates him, but nobody loves him either. You know what I'm saying? So So it's just like he didn't get on our
Wow.
radar until after Arrow.
Wow,
So
bro. You are onto something. To cut you off real quick, what you're saying is Bud need a dance partner to show that he can dance good versus the Floyd and the people that just by themselves. People's going to watch them to win or
watch him
lose. The
win or
fight
lose.
prior to this, who watched Bud last fight? Raise a hand. What was Bud opponent name, Hewlin?
Earl was the last person we all remembered, and that was supposed to be his dancing partner, right? But he destroyed him. So when you're that great, right, but you're that less of a draw, you're in a terrible position. You're not gonna make the max money like these other fighters. Canelo's a great name. You're gonna watch him, and he has all of a country behind him. But it's just like, but nobody hates him, but nobody loves him. So it's just like, you're a great fighter. Why would I want you on my card? And what value are you gonna bring besides you whooping my ass? You know what I'm saying? We like he's the most respected fighter that we ever seen. You know,
Nobody
like
hate
he
him, man. Your
just
mama, this your
yeah,
kid.
just
Like
he's
it's
great,
no drama, bro.
yeah, he's so great, but nobody cares. And I think that sucks. But it's almost to Nebraska, right? It's almost kind of like he's a small corn town. It was like it's just Nebraska. Does anybody care about Nebraska
he don't got
as a
no big
state?
he don't got no big city behind him.
Yeah.
You
When it
know.
comes down to voting, does any of the presidents say, "Oh man, we need to win
We
Nebraska"?
need to win Nebraska.
No. Yeah, we need it, or we ain't gonna win.
You say
We
even
gotta get
politicians
Nebraska
don't care
votes.
about Nebraska. People in
Yeah,
Nebraska don't care about Nebraska. Only person care about
yeah.
Nebraska is him and Warren Buffett.
That's it. So it's just like, unfortunately, has nothing to do with who he is as a fighter. It's just everything as a draw. And unfortunately, he's the greatest. He's probably one of the greatest fighters of this generation that nobody cares about. And that's just honesty, bro.
That's brutal. Drop an exclusive bomb for Hugh, because that's a different taking.
Yeah.
And the more you talk, the more you right, because the facts are the facts. Nobody watched his last fight. We only watched it. He got to have a dancing partner. People will watch Canelo because of his name. People watch Floyd because of his name. People will even watch Tank because of his name. People was watching Ryan Garcia because you can name 5 other fighters that's active right now that you'll watch single-handedly because of his name. And Crawford is like, because Crawford said in his defense, he was like, look, everybody say I fight nobodies. He's like, Canelo. He's like, man, you ain't fought nobody. He's like, so now are you a nobody? Because every time I beat somebody, they automatically become nobodies. So I'm fighting, so it's just one of those situations where he's stuck, rock stuck in a hard place. Now, the second half of it, Hugh, is who do we fight next to get that $100 million check?
And I think you hit that on them because now he's up for the $100 million payout, right? But there's nobody. Honestly, I don't want to see the rematch.
Me neither.
If you want to be honest, I don't want to see it. It's like he
we're
dominated too much.
We're gonna watch it because we have nothing to do, like watching Floyd and Mike Tyson fight.
Yeah.
But as
It's
real
like
boxing
on Netflix.
fans, as real boxing fans, we just seen it's going to be even worse the next time, and nobody don't want to see that.
And nobody want to see it. So he dominated too much, which goes to his greatness, right? But at the same time, it goes to his draw because nobody really he has nobody else out there to fight to get him that $10 million. Wouldn't that be frustrating, bro? Knowing that you can make $100 million
But we got to find you
can find somebody.
You need a dancing partner. It's like, like I can
so
dance.
It's just like, bro, and nobody.
And there's no, because
the only other thing I could think of, he got to unify another title.
Yeah, you got to do something because Tank is too small, I believe. I think their weight size.
Yeah, Tank too small.
It's too different, so you can't fight Tank. That would be the one. But I don't know what size is like Boots and Shakir Stevenson.
Hey, Hey, get Adrien Broner. Tell him to come out, baby.
Adrien Broner.
I
Hey,
get
hey, that would be the
it.
most hyped up fight because Adrien Broner is going to be disrespectful the whole time.
Yeah.
Even though AB going to get absolutely whooped on, he's going to give you your money's worth from the
Rest
start.
my hair, Pop.
Yep, before the start, all the way up to the fight. You're going to be completely disgusted once they ring them bells, but before it, going to give you everything you dream for, bro.
He gonna give you, boy. Hey, Camron versus AB fight, man. Come up next. but anyways, I kid, but all those is bigger draw than what he produces, and that sucks because I'm glad we all happy that it was on Netflix, and it probably did okay if it was pay-per-view,
Yeah, oh
right?
no, people was gonna pay for that one. People was gonna
Yeah,
pay.
people's gonna pay for it. But if Crawford next fight is on Netflix, ain't nobody gonna pay for it.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody gonna pay for on pay per
unless
view.
unless he found a dancing partner because
And it don't exist. Chalo, what was it? Chalo, the other brother that didn't run from what's his name? I think he undefeated. That could be his next person. That's probably his best person out there. Because the one Chalo, it's twins. The one he just hopped in with Canelo. He just got mollywopped. He just wanted that check. But I think his other brother, I think he's undefeated as well. I
I
think
haven't
that's
heard
his
the Charlo, but I haven't heard their name
yeah,
in a long time.
for a long time because I think he slipped into depression and was sad for a good second. But it's just like maybe if he can get him out of retirement, which we'll see if he can. But that's probably the only person I could think of right now.
I need to give you some of that Zyrtex I got over here.
Man, I think because the season's changing,
It's
and
good.
I only get. I got cough drops. Let me go grab some.
Go ahead.
I'll be back.
Craig said, "Y'all the best, man. No agenda, just real." We 1000% appreciate that because it's just two friends talking sports, and we're trying to make it organized where we got different topics we can talk about. We can read comments, so you got people that can articulate and know the sport and break it down, but also be real and not have to sugarcoat our thoughts and stuff. So that's definitely good stuff. Say I just used that player profit code. Yes, for those of you who are not hip to player profit, your boy has just completed phase 1, and I gave every single play to the Discord for free. Let me disappear this so I can show y'all what your boy did. And I put in plays for today. We're gonna see how they do. But most of the games haven't started, so we will see how that go. But player profit is definitely something fun if you got a lower amount of money to do your bankroll. Pick cash or the template disabled. They had that fixed. So I also have a AI pick boy that's up 12% or 11%. Think of that. This is all Chat GPT plays. And I am 50% done with completing phase 1 with it. I'm trying to see if I can literally complete everything with all AI picks. If you guys want to see the AI picks for today, here they go. I ain't going to go over them because I ain't really sharing them with anybody right now. I got a system what I've been doing. But if you want to try Player Profit, all you just got to do is put in the promo code LANDO, LANDO, and you get 10% off every single account that you get. You get counts from $1,000 to $100,000. Once you complete them, you get full access to it, and then you put the promo code right there. And for the new people that's in, because we're heavy all around the world, we at 172 people all around the world. Hugh, man, we are trying to break 200 for our first time since we're doing it. We are close to it, so we might as well keep cooking and get it. People,
I heard you was telling people about that Discord Top Sports Debate promo code HUE15 to get 15% off. Was that I was over here?
That's what I'm talking about. We gotta get the people what they want, and the people want these plays. The people want to make money, and the best way to do it is join the WAP. We have a good WAP community over there, and then we got that Discord community, which is a game changer for the brand because you have two different sides of it. So then when you go into the Discord, let me take y'all into the Discord so y'all can see how many different type of plays you are getting and what is your money is paying for, because you first got the WAP stuff, but when it come down to the Discord, bam, we have Vortex. He is live right now. Vortex is doing an analytic breakdown video right now live. Let me click it.
Good, Lando. How are you?
What's going on, Vortex? What's popping?
Everything. You know.
Hey man, we live. We're live right now on the channel, and I was telling people why they want to sign up for the Discord and stuff. Then I say, man, you even got Vortex doing a whole analytical breakdown. Tell the people what you're talking about right now.
Chill.
Can you hear me? Well, I don't know if you hear me, but he's doing a whole analytical breakdown. So then we go over a little bit. We have our free members area where I give free plays. My cappers give out free plays. Let me show you. Bam. Lando free plays. Let me close this out. Close the screen. I'm giving out free plays here and there, showing you guys.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Nah, he sound like he chopped and screwed.
Okay, yeah, his stuff ain't going. But literally, you can talk about sports. You got a whole community where y'all could chat before the game, talk about all of that. Each sport, you can share slips. If we look at WNBA playoffs today, some of the slips people been sharing. We got a whole player profit area where the people that want to test out player profit. So those plays I showed you guys to get funded, I gave away all of those plays on here for free. So you got a lot of stuff there. And the big money is the paid area. The paid area, literally, you got all of my plays, every single sport. You got Bobby, he giving away paid plays. You got Tony, he giving away paid plays. OG in the building doing his thing. And we got B Souls, and you got your own area for the cappers. And you get all of that. All of that only for $30 a month. You can pay it for the year. You can pay it for lifetime, however you want to do it. And you get 15% off. We only promote the 15% off whenever we are live. And you get that with the code HUE15. HUE15. You put that in once you check out. And you are good to go. And you get to win.
Hey, and your boy been getting better out here in his betting. So
getting better every week though. Real
hey,
hundreds.
man, your boy out. Hey man, your boy gonna get eventually. Once I work my way up, I'll give myself a bar. You can follow your mans wherever I'm dropping, wherever that hot fire I'm dropping.
Hot fire. Say nobody wanted to fight Clayton. Say nobody wanted to fight Crawford. Yeah, everybody ducked him. Yeah,
but to what I was saying, what's the upside of fighting him? He's gonna beat you, and he ain't gonna get you no more money. The draw ain't there, so you're gonna lose, and it's like you ain't gonna gain no more money.
Mess up your record, and you're not getting the big payday.
Yeah, so it's like, what's the,
Hey y'all, let's get the
good
likes
business.
up. Make sure y'all hit the like button when y'all come up in here. Make sure y'all get them likes up. We are in here heavy. Everybody doing the thing. Hey, Vortex, say, yo, what's good? I'm back up. Not sure what happened. Yep, we was showing the people what you was doing and what you was working on while we was on the live. But you was chopped and screwed. But
chop.
You know, Vortex give the people some great analytical breakdown on the game, so you will learn a whole lot in that area. Appreciate that. Do y'all have any questions or any topics y'all want to talk about that me and Hugh didn't talk about? If you in late, we talked about Cam kicking off
Bro.
Adrien Broner. We talked about Arch Manning. Every game that went on the NFL besides 2 that we can cover real quick. We talked about Bud, a little bit of everything. Any extra
Yo,
stuff?
did you see a random, yo? Did you see uh my man who was at the Demon Slayer movie theater or
No.
whatever, and he got out and he got up and relieved himself on them kids, yo. It's crazy. Dog. I know, right? He used the bathroom on them, and then they jumped him. It was like all over in that, bro. It's
No.
crazy.
So
Yeah,
they lucky ain't kill him.
man, it was like he went, and then the parents got busy on him, boy. Like, yeah, like you said, they lucky they didn't take him out, but he got up and he relieved himself on them, and they jumped him, boy. That is crazy out here.
Yeah, good luck with that one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's wild. I ain't see that one, Hugh. I don't know
yeah,
what your timeline and your
yeah.
algorithm doing. My
Man,
algorithm,
they was talking about Demon Slayer. You know, a girl wanted to take me to go see it, and was just like, I don't want to see it. I'm not a big anime person,
and if you had went, somebody would have did their thing on you.
bro.
Pulled off
I've
their
been
talent
on the
act
news,
on you,
bro.
Hugh.
Bro, be on the news, dog.
Yeah, because my thing is I just a blackout. Like if say for example it's Omar Notion,
You
somebody do that to
gotta
him,
go.
it's I ain't gonna stop. I'm like it's just I blacked out and I got nothing for you, bro. I ain't even
You
about to
got
pop you. You just getting these hands to a whole different level, bro. It's just you're
you
crazy.
just gotta hope that the police get there in a good amount of time. That's it.
Yeah,
But yeah, they end up calling. They take them to jail. They had to take them to hospital. They was like, I think they not only the parents, but like the crowd jumped them.
crowd
So
got to jumping when the staff came
yeah,
in.
everybody
People
got
hitting them with hitting them with popcorn boxes.
yeah, choking them up with licorice.
Yeah, buddy got a whole class A movie dollar ticket a whooping. Yeah, so all right, so we didn't talk about 2 games, Hugh, when it came down to football. So since we are on here, we can circle the block a little bit and
How your fantasy team do, bro?
try like my one with meals, bro. I'm the worst in the world because I got that last draft pick, so I got nothing, bro. So I barely even look at that. I lost 85 to 147. I mean 146. Look at this, bro. I have Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got
Dang.
injured.
I want to get Joe Burrow.
I had Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler got injured. I had Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry did absolutely nothing, so I had no chance on Meals League. And when it came down to my league, I had a great chance. I lost by 9 points to Qerim. I was undefeated. Pat Mahomes did his
Well, he played
thing,
one game.
and I was undefeated.
All right.
Josh
All right.
Jacobs, like, see if you undefeated or you not.
Perspective. Perspective.
It's always a hater, bro. Josh Jacobs, Alvin Kamara, CeeDee Lamb, Ricky Pearsall, everybody, and I needed Hawkinson to do something. He got me 1 point. Travis Hunter, I'm gonna move him out of the starting position because Buddy just not getting him enough passes, so I don't think they know what they're doing with him.
One more time. One more time, Travis Hunter
Bro,
ain't doing what?
you've been completely terrible on your football read. So
Did I win though?
man, let me look at your little bum squad, bro.
First, unlike you know what I'm saying? You pick last and I pick last, but I'm undefeated. So
Cause that league is trash.
it's your league.
No, I ain't talking about no, you ain't pick
I pick last in your league.
Let me see who you done played.
You and Nate was making fun of me the whole time.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what you done did. Oh, you beat Jock. Jock had 45 points last week. We know his team trash.
I don't care. He been the champion how many times?
He had 45 points last week.
Bro, Jock keep on trying to get.
He had Joe Burrow, who got injured.
Still won.
And if Joe Burrow don't get injured, you lose.
If I would play my team right, I would won.
But you didn't.
But I won.
But you did.
So,
but you didn't though.
I won.
You only
undefeated.
won. You only won because Joe Burrow got injured.
We don't know. We don't know that.
No, we do know that.
No, we don't.
He had 5 fantasy points, Hugh.
he had like 9. We don't know that. He could have got 9 more, and I still would have won.
No, we
hey, you see what Chase got?
Yeah, Chase ain't do nothing. I don't believe.
Please, he got 39 points.
Did he? Oh shoot. Oh yeah. So Burrow got 5.99, and Chase got 39. He was going crazy like that game.
Hey, you see what my boy was doing though? You see what my boy did, Malik Neighbors?
Shoot, he had 42. That's the worst. Somebody dropped 39, and the person he going against dropped 42. Like, what are we doing? I know Jock was livid, bro. Like, yeah,
bro,
it's a bad.
Jock sent me 4 trade requests this morning.
He sent you how many?
4 trade requests this morning.
He's trying everything not to be trash, bro. He's trying everything.
And I put my lineup terribly, so
yeah, I'm going. Yeah, so I ain't mad. And then I probably would remember I lost by 9, bro. I had Denver defense, Hugh. Them Negroes get me -5. So if they just get me 0, I lose by 4. And if Hawkinson do anything besides 1 catch, so I ain't too mad at it because Denver gave me a -5 that I didn't need. Like, come on, man.
Hey man, I just know I won them both. I'm just saying. Not everybody can say that. That's on this live. I
lost them both. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose when you play me in both leagues. No, you might beat me in other league. Other league, I'm trash. Other league, I'm trash.
Bro,
I need a quarterback.
I'm tired of playing you, bro. Man, chat. Orlando ain't good at fantasy football most of the time, and your boy be out of here having playoff rosters. But I don't know what it is. I'm putting some sage around me or something.
There's a 99.9% chance he was gonna get whooped.
Somehow, some way, with his bum ass squad, always find a way to beat your boy, bro. I'll be up like this. I'll be up, and Lando doing this, and somehow, some way,
your players choke. You're choking. They follow their leader. You as their leader, you're a choke artist.
So what that say about your whole season?
My season is doing. I'm 1-1. So you know
both leagues.
We ain't talking about the league. I was the last place in. I had no shot, bro. And my quarterback, that's my quarterback.
Hey man,
gone.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, dog. So we had a good one. Andrew say, y'all think Thursday game going to be good without me even looking. I'm just counting every single Thursday game, 2 bones fighting over $1. But let's look at it and figure out who is.
It's hard to predict these Thursday joints.
They just always bad. It's just the teams don't want to play. Like nobody don't want to play on Thursday, and they always give us bad. They always give us bad games. And when they finally gave us one good game last week. So this Thursday we have the Dolphins versus the Bills. Man, come on, dog. What you mean we think it's going to be a good game? The spread is the highest spread we've had all since the NFL season started this year. They got Buffalo win by 13 points. Dolphins are 0-2 and the Bills is 2-0. Man, it's about to be a complete massacre. Save your money. Hide your wives. Hide your kids. Don't bet a lot of money on that game because you're not going to predict nothing but just...
Yeah. And that's just one game closer to to Tyreek Hill crash out. I'm sorry, one game closer to Tyreek Hill crash out. So we on the over under.
He's definitely getting closer to the crash out. Come on, we need 17 more people to reach 200. 17.
Hey.
Come on, shout out to Twitter family in the building. All my Twitter family, retweet this. Let everybody not be in draft.